It's a great day, my amazing CEOs. Welcome to the CEO Sales Huddle. Thanks so much for inviting us into your home, allowing us to be a part of your morning or your afternoon or whatever time you're watching this, especially during these remarkable times. And my promise is this will be a good use of your time where you'll adjust your sales strategy, review your sales messaging, look at your sales positioning, at the end of the day, have a sales system that produces the results you're looking to produce. And we start off every single morning with one of our core philosophies, and that is success leaves clues. Now, it's not a new idea, but it's an idea that works. It's timeless. So we take a look at a case study. We look at this case study and we see what worked, what didn't work for that CEO, and the sales strategies and adjustments that they made along the way. So let's take a look at the beauty industry, because in the beauty world, aging has long been a topic of concern and worry. And this anxiety was especially true for RoC Skincare. They realized that many people were uneasy about growing old. Did you know that 90% of women felt stressed or even worried about aging or looking like they're aging, even if their money is okay, even if their health is okay? And RoC wanted to change that perspective and say, wait a minute, there's a problem. We're going to match a sales strategy to this. And we're going to do this by still appealing to a younger generation. What would the sales messaging be? How would that even be possible? So RoC skincare faced a dual problem. Number one, they aimed to be the cheerleader for the aging who are already doing that naturally and saying, hey, check us out, check us out. But they wanted to be the go-to brand for the younger generation who wanted to stay young, look young, and be young. Sounds tricky, doesn't it? Interesting, more young folks in their 20s were attracted to RoC skincare in the beginning, thanks to people wanting to look good on Zoom or in social media or on platforms like TikTok or whatever platform you're watching this on now. Maybe it's YouTube or online. So they had to navigate this, and they had to be very, very careful with their sales messaging, but they had to have a sales strategy that positioned the sales organization just in the right place. Isn't that interesting? So RoC decided to tackle the dilemma of anti-aging head on. They launched a project called Look Forward Project. Now that Look Forward Project, they moved away from words like anti-aging, choosing instead to focus on optimistic words like a vibrant packaging, having a savor partnerships, working with other folks and showing, look, you can be youthful and still age and be fun. In fact, they did a collaboration with the one and only Sarah Jessica Park. So by diving into social media and directly speaking to the younger group and not ignoring, which is very hard to do, an older generation, they were to expand globally. So it's all about understanding your sales market by knowing your customers, knowing where they hang out, and knowing their concerns. Here's my big takeaway for you as a CEO. The transformation of RoC Skincare underscores really the power of a well-designed sales strategy by listening to your clients, listening to the customers, and crafting a sales message that's in harmony with the mission, goals, and objective of the company. You do that, not only will you be able to generate more revenue, but you'll connect more to your clients and you'll have a greater impact. With that being said, my name, by the way, is Shay Brown. Welcome again to the CEO Sales Huddle. It is an honor and a privilege to serve you. We appreciate you tuning in, whether you're listening on your smart device, your iPhone, your Apple computer, or maybe your PC, or maybe we're streaming on your television set right now. Maybe you got the podcast in your ears. Wherever you are, thank you so much. Every morning, I like to get started and remind us of our mission and what our focus is as CEOs. And our focus is focus on sales. I know that sounds kind of crazy, doesn't it? But that's our mantra. Focus on sales. Focus on sales. Focus on what? Sales. In fact, repeat after me. Focus on sales. Focus on sales. You see, I believe if you can't focus on sales, you can't be in business. And the big why is because sales is the oxygen for every great business in history. And without sales, there's always more money going out than there is coming in. The point we want to drive home, really drive home, is that selling at the end of the day is so serious business. It's very serious business. Now, we also look at the CEO. You're the chief executive officer. I get it. You're the one in charge, but you're also responsible for the sales department, by the way. So what's the pledge you have to the sales department, the one department that generates the revenue for your business? And we have a pledge, and our pledge is learn, earn, and return. In fact, repeat these words after me and just follow along. Like listen, even if you're listening and this is your, you do this every single morning, or maybe you do it every single afternoon, or maybe you listen to me consistently, please follow along here. I have to learn something new. Go ahead and say it. Give me that body language. I have to learn something new in order to earn new revenue from existing clients, in order to make old and new clients return. So I must learn, I must earn, and I must return. Doesn't that feel good? And that leads us towards our objectives. We have 3 objectives when we get together. Our number 1 objective is about sales progress. Every day we get a little bit better and a little bit better and a little bit better and a little bit better. But we also don't ignore the fact that we got to take a look at our hurdles, our challenges that are out there. And then in doing so, what are the 5 sales pillars that every CEO must know, they must understand in order to be successful? Well, sales pillar number 1, you must have a 1-page CEO sales plan. Sales pillar number 2, you must understand your sales cycle. Sales pillar number 3, you must have a sales message that resonates and connects. And sales pillar number 4, which is very important, is the CEO sales dashboard. We're going to spend a whole segment on that. I love it. It's one of my favorite. Then you got to have a sales team. I got it, Shay. I got it. Now, for those folks that are tuning in and you're like, I'm with you, Shay. I can see you, but you can't see me. Let's connect. And how we connect is you can look right below the video, and just put hashtag I'm here. Hashtag I'm here is the bat signal that you're in the conversation, that you tuned in this morning. You're focused on your sales department. You're reviewing your sales strategy. You're looking at your sales messages. If that's you, you're tuning in right now. Yes, I'm so glad you're here. Do me a favor. If you're watching the replay, put hashtag replay. Put hashtag replay. Now, if you happen to be online and you're on one of the on-demand online streaming platforms, Apple TV, RoC, YouTube, maybe you download the podcast, do me a favor. Go over there right now and put hashtag @IamCheBrown. Put @IamCheBrown. That's the way for you and I to connect. Now, every morning I get asked the same question. And the question is, what's the mission, goals, and objectives of the CEO Sales Huddle, Shay? Why do you get together? Why are we here? Well, CEO Sales Huddle is a place where CEOs go to gather to understand how to sell more faster with less effort. And when you do that, then you think about the big why. What's your big why? The big why is all about sales growth. It's about sales accountability. And it's about consistency. And you may have heard this before. And how true is it that consistency is the key? Consistency is the key. Consistency is the key. And having said that, what do most people struggle with most? They struggle with consistency. So all I ask for is 15 minutes a day. You tune in for 15 minutes every single day and you're in this conversation. Now, why 15 minutes, Shay? Well, there's 1,440 minutes in every day. Now, of that 1,440 minutes, that represents 1% of the day. So you think about it, you're going to spend 1% of your day focused on sales, focus on generating revenue, focus on the sales department, focus on a conversation with your chief sales officer. 1% of the day. That 1% of the day is a direct correlation to our number 1 mission and our goals and objectives for having the CEO Sales Huddle. And our mission and our goals and objectives is $100,000 a month. This is over and beyond whatever you're earning today. You're in this conversation. You earn an extra $100,000 a month because you're in this conversation. And as a result, you have consistent, predictable, reliable revenue. Isn't that cool? But then the question kind of comes, okay, Shay, I can do $100,000 plus a month, but how do I know I'm on track? How do I know when I'm off track? How do I know what I've been missing? What do I measure? What do I look at? What are my indicators? And so several years ago, we created something called the CEO Sales Playbook Dashboard. And the CEO Sales Dashboard was a place you can come to in one place, take a look at the business, understanding what's going on with your leads, your appointments, your offers, your deals, and you can allocate resources accordingly to that one area. So let's take a look at the CEO Dashboard. Now, if you haven't downloaded, there's no cost. You can go to ceosalesdashboard.com. Again, www.ceosalesdashboard.com, and you can download it. Now, when you download it, I'm going to show it to you in a moment, by the way, but here's the key, Pete, I want you to know. What gets measured, this is our philosophy. We all have philosophies of life. You have philosophy for your health, philosophy for your relationships, philosophy for your finances, maybe philosophy when you're raising your children. But our philosophy for the sales department as it relates to the CEO Sales Dashboard is what gets measured gets managed. What gets managed gets better. And how true is that? So now let's go over and take a look at that, by the way. Look at those 5 indicators. If you haven't already, you can pull it up. It's going to look something just like this. It's an Excel sheet. So you can go over to ceosalesdashboard.com. You can download it. Go across the top and find today's date. It's very important. And later, you can look on the left-hand side. You can say we got leads, appointments, offers, deals, and repeat business. And you can go into any one of those categories and you can go across and say, well, wait a minute. How many leads came in yesterday? Go ahead and put that down in your database. How many leads were qualified yesterday? Put that down in your database. How many appointments were set by the sales department yesterday? Put that down in your database. How many appointments were run? I mean, they were on a run appointment. But today I want to focus on offers. Because it's one thing to run an appointment. It's another thing to generate a lead. It's another thing to say they're qualified. It's another thing to ask yourself, well, for the company to grow and solve a problem, how many people did we get in front of that we at least made an offer and said, let us help you solve this problem with one of our products or services? So you're going to take a look at it and let's scroll down here. It says, make offers. Now, the offers can come in a lot of different ways, but let's just take a look. Let's do a quick drill down and let's look at offers. Maybe you made an offer for a credit card. Maybe you asked them to send an ACH payment in. Maybe you asked them to sign a contract. Maybe the offer was for them just to take the next step. Because you don't have one call closes. So they got to take the next step. Whatever it is, put it down. Now, this is not a beat me up session. This is for us to take a look at it. You can customize this, but you know exactly where you are and exactly where to allocate resources. How many deals came in? How many of those deals were repeat business? Now, when we do that, we also go to the other side and we look at celebrating wins. Powerful people ask powerful questions because questions steer focus. And in this life, you get exactly what you focus on. So let's now go look at what wins that we have out there. 3 questions we asked ourselves. Number 1, what are you most proud of for the sales department yesterday? Number 2, what was your biggest roadblock in the sales department yesterday? And number 3, what do you want to brag about? Like if I could bring you on here right now and say, I'm ready to brag. I'm ready to put my hands in the air and brag, brag, brag. What do you want to brag about? This is just for the sales department. You can apply it to any area of business, but just for the sales department. And then powerful people ask powerful questions. We're not going to ignore it. We're going to say, wait a minute, there's some rainbows. Every day is not rainbows, cupcakes, and unicorns. There's some challenges out there. So let's take a look at the hurdles we had. Number 1, what was your biggest roadblock yesterday in the sales department? Number 2, what's preventing you today from moving forward in the sales department? And number 3, what's the one thing that you can do? It's within your control that if you did it, it would move your business forward. You're going to dive into it right now. You're going to make that little small change. And they say small hinges swing big doors. How true is that? And then my message of the day. My message of the day is to you as you're listening right now. Focus on generating more leads. Focus on getting in front of more folks. Focus on the sales message that you have so you can be consistent. You can have a message that's in line with your sales strategy and a message that's in line with your solution that you have. You do that and you will see your sales go up, 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 and away. With that being said, my name is Shay Brown. Thanks so much for tuning in. It's an honor and a privilege to serve you, to be broadcasting and streaming into your device right now, on your smart device, on your phone, on your iPad, on your computer. Maybe we're on a computer or maybe we're on your TV screen. We appreciate you. And I'm looking forward to seeing you on the other side. God bless and keep doing God's work. Peace until we connect again next time. Bye-bye. We out.